From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Completion here to Claypool. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Claypool, 51 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you actually have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made...
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. But that's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Colts' 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And Chargers touchdown. From 10 yards out, the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Colts
off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He's back-to-back stops, make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Trubisky will throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert. It's intercepted. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we go for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're hoping.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score, Chargers 21, Colts 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now Trubisky lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, he certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. They'll get this to Eckler, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going deep downfield for Ross. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40.
42 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Justin Madubuike. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get it at the 12. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Colts 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Trubisky. Left side, Doyle with it. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Will get the football back. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Again, it's Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, 78 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
For the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and...
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Leonard on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll buy some time right. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here is Eckler. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ben Banogu able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going deep downfield for Moss. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
There's some excitement. Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
That's a
play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Is able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to Austin Eckler.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Colts 3-yard line.
On the option, here's Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now there's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
7-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert able to hit his target, Claypool. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Herbert throwing again. They'll find Lindsay here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Corey Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Today's final
Charles,
score.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.